Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, we're going to go through oil as price is at a major resistance level. Now, not only that, but we have seen the stock markets continue to fall so far at the start of this week. That may be short-lived, who knows, with the next sort of FOMC meeting on Wednesday. However, it's the likelihood is that they're going to announce when they're going to start to hike interest rates, and when that happens, we could see a little bit more downside to the stock market in the short term. The reason being is that usually the run-up to the end of stimulus, the stock markets tend to fall. When the announcement happens, we then usually see a positive impact on the stock markets. Now, interestingly enough, if I just bring in this chart here is basically crude oil versus the S&P 500, okay? And you can see here that the markets are very correlated, or they're highly correlated. Typically when the stock markets rally, so does oil. And whenever the stock markets tend to fall, oil tends to follow as well. We can see that from this latest area through here and here, more importantly. However, at the moment, stocks are falling, oil is not. Now, that could be to do with a number of factors as well. Obviously, energy prices are rising at the moment. Inflation is rising. So energy sectors as well are pretty bullish at the moment. But I do think that we would start to see this correlation at some point, and oil prices are at key highs. So if we just go and take a look at that, we can see that on this weekly time frame so far, price has already broken through last week's low, indicated on here on this 4-hour time frame in here. So it's showing us that early doors sellers have been pretty active in the market. Now, what I would typically want to see, or if we expect price to fall on the oil market, we want to identify, first of all, where could it fall to? Where could that demand come back into the market? Now, this key area down here, around about 76.46, acted as a key high previously, could act as a key high again, because we are expecting stocks to rebound at some point from its current fall. So what we may see is a short-term move to the downside, and then oil rally break through the sort of $87 barrier. Now, if price is going to pull back down, what I would expect is a trend to start to form here on the 4-hour time frame, and in particular a downward trend. And you can see that last week we did form a sort of classic double top pattern. Price broke through, closed below. We then rallied up, we came and traded within the sort of zone here, and price fell to the downside there. So I'm expecting some potential downside further to come, because technically the price has started to make that lower low, lower high pattern. We've come into the lows recently and started to reject. That's not what we really want to see. We want to see the market making clear lower lows. But what we're going to be looking for, if I just zoom in slightly, is a break and close below that low. If we were to get a strong bearish close below this low here, it'd be a strong indication that the price of oil is going to pull back. So I'll be looking for closes below. What we'd then look for is an area of resistance for price to pull back into. Let's say, for instance, this 83.80, which is the sort of high previously, the opens and closes previously, back at this high. That area there could then act as resistance for another move to the downside, and price could form a nice lower high pattern here. So that's what I'm looking for here on oil, looking to see if this 4-hour trend is going to change in line with the potential for oil to pull back in line with that recent stock market drop. Hope you enjoyed the video update. If you did, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content, and I'll speak to you soon.